We are going to be adding molding today to our bedroom ceiling. I've already done this in our living room, but I didn't really do a good tutorial about it, so I wanted to do it again just to kind of show you every step of the way. And it's really not that hard. It's really the exact same molding process that we do on the walls. This one is just a little bit more ornate molding, so I'm really excited to see what it looks like in this bedroom. The hardest part, in my opinion, I've never really been great at math, so doing the math to figure out the measurements is the hardest step, and then once that's done, it's very straightforward. It might not fit into your style at all, but if you are loving Parisian moldings, yeah, this is my solution for not living in Paris. It's not going to look really, really good until everything is painted, so that's another step that kind of isn't very fun. Probably want a flat finish, just so you don't see the brush strokes, because I made that mistake before in our living room. If you use a flat matte finish on a ceiling, you will not be able to see the brush strokes as much, and makes it look good. So yeah, it's not going to look as finished until everything is painted, but I think it will look really good. I also I've been wanting to paint the ceiling because it's very stark white. It's the color that we moved in with. It's not as warm. It just doesn't tie in to everything else. It doesn't flow well. I will go ahead and show you the pieces that we have for the corners. This is way more simple than what we have in our living room, but I think this room needs something simple, but so pretty. So this will be the corner, and then the actual molding is just pay attention to just looks like this. I will link all of the supplies that I use.
You'll want to select your molding and corner pieces beforehand. I've found a few really beautiful options on Wayfair that I will link here. But if you are renting, I'd recommend using the Velcro command strips that are used for hanging picture frames. That is what I used in the living room, and it worked really well. You may also want a hot glue gun in case the command strips have trouble sticking to the molding material. These miter shears were a game changer for cutting the molding, and I cannot believe that I haven't used them before now. For previous molding projects, I've used a miter box and a handsaw. Just do yourself a huge favor and get these shears. If you're a visual person, I like to map out my layout with some painter's tape before committing to any measurements. You will definitely need a tape measure and a mathematically gifted brain, because before you start, you'll need to figure out how long your pieces will be. If they are, say, 9 inches from the wall, you'll have to do a whole lot of math before you even get started. After I finally got the math right, I started making cuts using the shears, and it moved pretty quickly. I decided to start 9 inches from every wall, so I had to subtract 18 from the total length of each ceiling section, and then subtract 15 from that number because the corner piece width was 7.5. But then it was time to add the command strips, and that's when I realized I would need some hot glue to secure the strip to the back of the molding. This was actually the first time I ever had this issue, but once I did that, it was pretty secure.
We came out to the park to take a little break. Brooks and TJ are in the playground, but I actually need to get a new glue gun before I finish the ceiling molding. Unfortunately, the command strips just are not sticking at all. The command strips aren't sticking to the molding. The command strips are sticking to the ceiling. So we did end up caulking these gaps as well as painting the entire ceiling, and this is how it turned out.